the bike classes? Well, not bike class, Annalise's class. For some reason,
4 o'clock on Tuesday and Thursday nights.
Everybody is really intense about wearing masks, and it's outside.
They can wear it or they cannot. It's up to you.
Yeah.
But when you're outside, you don't have to.
Yeah. So they're pretty intense about it, so I wear it. But I don't
Linda.
like, I'd be intimidated.
Yeah, right. I'll stick you in the corner. Oh, that's funny.
You know what? It's on the patio.
Yeah.
And 50% of the population has been vaccinated. You do what you want.
Yeah. It's not that crowded either. No, last night there were 3 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take your mask off.
I did last night. I
Burn the bra.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, guys, have
There
a
you go.
good class.
Thank you. Okay, guys. Well, we'll get started. I don't know where our other guys are. Yes, we'll take shoes off actually, since it's dry. So nice to be able to do that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so we will get started. We're gonna grab our weights. You can just pop everything else off to the side. Stand nice and tall, feet about hip distance apart. All right, so shoulders down away from your ears. Press through each one of those toes, press your heels down, feel that little bit of a lift through your inner thighs, your core connects. And then think of your head just reaching up, so nice long spine. And then from here, we're just gonna go straight in front, right up to shoulder height and hold there. You're gonna circle around. So just small little circles, keeping your body nice and still as you circle. Go 4 more like this. 3, 2, and 1, and then go the other way. Back. Little circles, thinking of moving from your upper arm bone. So not just moving your wrists around, move those humeruses in that shoulder socket. 2, last 1, high. And then we're gonna open straight out. So open out and then squeeze back in. So remember when you open, not arching your back, you're keeping your core and your torso nice and steady. Just reach and in. Good. Reach, yeah, go ahead. And in, go for 5 like that. Wide and in. 4 more. Wide and in. 3, feel that nice sense of openness across your chest. 2, and in. Last one, go out and stay. Now bend your elbows in. So really pull your elbows in and then reach. Pull in and reach. Pull and out. Go 5 more. In and reach. 4 more. In and reach. 3 more. In. Last 2 and out. Last 1. In. Reach out and then bring those arms in front. Stay right there. Now you're going to turn your palms to face up. Bend your elbows. Come in here. Drop that tail and then reach up. Slow as you come in. My youngest student is here. In and reach. Go for 5. Slow and reach. 4 more. Slow and reach. Feel that core connect. 2, up, and then go 1 more. In, reach all the way out. Stay right there. Now keep your palms facing up, actually open out, and then turn your palms down as you come in. Palms up, reach out, palms down, squeeze in. Good, go 5. In, and then out. Watch those elbows, little bend in your elbows. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. Good. In, down, in. Go 2 more. And out, down, and in. Last one, up, open out, down, squeeze in, and then lower your arms all the way. Give those shoulders a nice little roll out. Good job. Okay, so now from here, I'll show you the side view. Feet are gonna be about hip distance apart. We're gonna step our right foot back. So just a nice comfortable distance. She's got them. So holding when you're there. Left knee is gonna stay pretty much on top of your left heel. So you don't wanna end up here. You wanna bend down. So you're just knee on top of your heel, right? Now from here, hinge your upper body forward, reach your arms back, and then lift up your right heel. So right heel is reaching away from the top of your head. From there, you're gonna reach your arms all the way up. So now arms or fingertips are reaching away from that right heel. Hold when you're there, and then just slow and controlled, bring your arms back all the way behind you. Do that again. Up, reach, you're in that nice hinge forward, your core is connecting, and then reach back arms above your hips. Go 4 more like this. Inhale up. Your head is in line with the rest of your spine, so you're not here, you're not here. Up. And control. Good. Last couple like this. Inhale up. Keep pressure through that left heel. And then 1 more. Reach. Go all the way back and then stay. So elbows are higher than your hips, right? Bend those elbows. Reach them back. Slow as you bend and reach. You're looking down just like a couple feet in front of your big toe there. Neck is nice and long, core is connecting, elbows stay still in space. Slow, reach. Go 3 more. Slow, reach. Last 2. In and out. Ready? 1 more. In, press back, stay. Open your arms out 3 inches or so and in. Open out away from your body. Squeeze in. Out. Go for 5. Out and in. 4 more. Out and in. 3 more. Out and in. Feel those arms. 2 and in. Last 1. Out and in. Bring those arms down. Bend your elbows so your palms face up. Now step your right foot forward. Stand all the way up on your left. And then from here, you're going to go straight up with your right. Up, holding there. Arms come out and in. Slow out and in. Now think about what's going on in your body. So are your hips shifting to the left to kind of counterbalance you? Or are you able to stay steady, straight up and down on that left leg? It's kind of tricky on these mats. Out and in. Go 2 more. Out and in. Last 1, go out. Hold right there. Take a breath. You ready? You're going to tap your toes down and up. Then go to the side and in. Ooh, tap down. I'm going to step on here so I don't embarrass myself. Up and down and then out and in. Tap and up. Out. Control. Feel those left obliques stabilizing you and down. Last couple. Up and down and then up and out. Last 1. Down, up and out and in and down. And then give those legs a little shake out. Give those shoulders a little bit of a roll out. All right, and then we're gonna flip. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So that was left foot forward. Now we're gonna go right foot forward. Reaching your left heel out behind you. So again, find that kind of sweet spot where your right knee is on top of your right heel. And then you're gonna reach those arms way out behind you. So fingertips reach away with your left heel. Top of your head is reaching up. And then we're gonna go arms up. Hold when you're there. And then slow and controlled back. A little higher than your hips. Inhaling up. And control, lowering back. So it's work to lift those arms up, right? But it's still work when you're lowering. You're resisting. That's the eccentric contraction. Reach all the way. Slow and control back in. You ready? 2 more. Keep that pressure through that right heel, a little bit through your right big toe. Left heel is reaching back. Last 1. Up. Reach those arms all the way back. Stay there. Now turn your palms to face up to the ceiling. From here, lower your arms 2 inches and lift them 2 inches, just small. Lower and lift. Watch your elbows. Don't lock those. Lift your upper arm up and down. So that's, again, your humerus. Up and down. Don't worry too much about where your weights go. Lift those upper arm bones. And down. Last 3, still pressing through your right heel, right? Last 2, and down. Last 1, let's go up. Stay there. Now from here, open your arms out. Keep your palms facing up this time, and in. Arms out. Squeeze in. Go 6. And in. 5 more. Out. Squeeze in. 4 more. Out. Squeeze in. 3 more. Don't let those arms drop too low. Last 2. Last 1. Bring them in. Bring those arms down by your side. Step that left foot in. Keep your weight on your right. You're going to lift your right leg up. Hold when you're there. Now, palms are facing each other. Arms are at 90 degrees. You're gonna just open your arms out from here and then in. Open out. I'm gonna come off here again. Open, out, and in. You adjust arms for the first one. So keep those arms at 90-degree angles. Your elbows are just away from your hips there, your waistlines. Out, squeeze in. So thinking about your right inner thigh, staying strong to keep you nice and centered and steady. Like me, 3. And in, core is connecting, 2. And in, you ready? 1 more, go out, stay there. So your arms are at 90-degree angles. Tap those toes down, lift up, and then go out and in. Tap down, lift up, out, and in. Tap down. Watch that right knee, don't let it lock. Out and in. Last 4, tap, abs deepen as you lift. Open out, feel those right obliques keeping you steady. Down, last few, up, in, and down. Last couple, up and out, in and down. Last 1, press through that right heel as you lift left, in and down. Lower those arms, give your shoulders a little roll out, walk out those legs, and then come to a wide second position. So heels, you know, wider than shoulder distance apart or so. All right, shoulders away from those ears. You're gonna bring your arms straight up in front of you, palms face up. We're gonna bend our elbows in, so your elbows come just slightly behind you, and then you're gonna go back up. Bend in and reach, pull in. Nothing else changes in your body, so your shoulders aren't lifting. Everything stays steady. In and reach. Now add a little plie, so come straight down, elbows back, press, reach. We're gonna add on again. So now when we reach, we're gonna twist our arms, palms face down. In, pull in, and reach, grow tall. 4, grow tall, press through those heels. 3, grow tall. 2, last 1, press up and then come down, stay right there. Open your arms out to the side, elbows again a little bit away from your waistline, reach your right arm, twist your palm back, pull it in. Left arm, twist it back and in. So stay as straight up and down through your core as you can. So I'm there, not hinging one way or the other. Starting on right. And in and go left. And in. Right again. Out. Pull in. Keep those waistlines long. You're not kind of reaching away. Just your arms move, waistline stay long. Out. Back in. 1 more here. And in. 1 more left. Back in, stay here with your elbows, lift your right heel, drop it down, lift your left heel, drop it down, right again, up and down, let's go left, and down, right again, up and down, left, up and down, now lift your right, stay there, lift your left, stay there, stand all the way up, extend those arms, take a breath, and then bend back down, up. Exhale, bend those knees nice and low, press through those toes, core is connecting, so you're just growing tall, not leaning forward. Go for 4, 3, last 2, last 1, all the way up, drop those heels, walk those feet in, give everything a nice little roll out. Okay guys, and then come onto your mats. Have your weights handy. Grab your squishy balls. Maybe get a squishy ball. All right, so squishy ball. Just angle that down a little bit. There we go. All right, so squishy ball between your inner thighs and then weights down by your side. Just like so. Okay. So give that guy a good squeeze. And remember, ball should be more up towards your body than out towards your knees. All right, and then just with your palms facing up by your sides, relax your upper body. Tailbone is heavy, little space behind your low back. So we'll start just squeezing our inner thighs. So we were using our inner thighs in our standing series, keeping us steady. You should feel them kind of humming a little bit. Let's get in a little extra squeeze around the ball. Hold when you're squeezed in, and then slow release. So you're squeezing your inner thighs in, you'll feel your core connect a little bit. You don't want to use your glutes, just feel those inner thighs, slowly release. Now, if you're squeezing your inner thighs and you do feel your glutes, try not to squeeze as tightly. Try and go for a smaller squeeze, just isolate those inner thighs. Go for 3. Control, and then 2, a little squeeze. And out. 1 more little squeeze and hold. So keep that squeeze. You're going to press through your heels and you're going to come all the way up into a hip lift. So hips up, knees reach away from the top of your head. Hold when you're there. Keep your inner thighs squeezing, maybe squeeze a little tighter and then roll back down. So rolling through your spine 1 vertebra at a time all the way till you're in neutral. Hold at the bottom and then do that again. Belly button to spine, press through your heels, lift those hips. Nice deep breath there. Again, slowly articulate down and to neutral. 2 more, just like this. Inner thigh squeeze. Lift those hips. Hold, feel your knees reaching away from the top of your head as you melt back down. And last one here, belly button in. Press through those heels, lift your hips. And then stay there. All right, from here, squeeze your inner thighs a little tighter for 8 and release. Go for 7, little squeeze, release. 6, squeeze, release. 5 more. And out. 4. Remember, glutes should be not squeezing together when your inner thighs squeeze. Your glutes are working to keep you lifted, but they're not squeezing together. 2. Last one, hold that little bit of a squeeze. From here, reach your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Arm bones are heavy in your shoulder sockets. Open your arms wide. Feel that width across your chest. Drop your hips low and then press everything back up. Inhale down. You grab your weights if you want. Exhale up. Good. 4 more here. Slow and controlled. Press up. 3. Slow and controlled. And press with a squeeze. 2. And then 1 more. Inhale down. Exhale, press all the way up and then roll down. All the way till you're down in neutral. And then stay right there. Okay, from here, grab your ball, pop it underneath your right foot. Just your right. Okay, we're gonna bring our hands behind our head. So elbows can hover off the mat a little bit, tuck your chin in, and then curl up to flexion. So take a peek down at your pelvis. You should be in neutral, so your hips are evenly weighted. You have that little space behind your low back. Your ribs, your lowest couple of ribs, are as close towards the top of your hip bones as they can be. So you feel that crunch through your waistline. Now from here, we're just gonna let our right foot be a little bit light on the ball. All we're gonna do is roll the ball away. Your leg doesn't need to go straight, just roll and then pull back in, keeping your foot as light as you can. Now you can either keep your upper body just like this, or you can add a little upper body. So upper abs, lower your upper body as you reach your leg and then curl back in. If you still want a little extra, lift your left heel so you're on your left toes. So now both feet are a little bit light, harder to keep that pelvis still. Inhale out, reaching the top of your head away from your toes, and then everything curls in. Go for 4. Slow and controlled. 3, left knee is reaching straight up to the ceiling. Don't let that guy just fall out. Right hip stays heavy. Last one like this. Reach, pull all the way in, holding there. Lower your left heel if it's up. Let your right foot be heavy, and then lower your upper body all the way down to the mat. Now pop that over to the left. So ball under your left foot, hands behind your head. Tuck your chin, curl forward, holding there. So remember, still neutral, right? Your head is heavy in your hands. Let your left foot be a little bit light, and then just start with that left leg. So don't worry about your right to start. Find that nice position where your hips are evenly weighted, no change through there. Reach and pull in. You can add that upper body, so lowering your upper body as you extend your leg, and then curl forward. As long as you can keep your pelvis still, you're good to add that upper body. Now, if you want a little more, lift that right heel. And curl, and right hip stays heavy. Go 4 more. Length
Lengthen and curl. Take your time. 3. Left foot stays that little bit light and curl. Last 2. One more like this. Inhale back. Exhale, curling up. Hold when you're there. Let your right foot be heavy. Let your left foot be heavy. Lower that upper body all the way down. Awesome, guys. Okay, now from here, grab that ball, pop it off to the side. Grab your weights if you would like. Whatever feels good. If you want weights, reach your arms up. If you don't want weights, either way, just reach your arms up. Shoulder blades flat against the mat, nice and wide across your chest and your collarbones. So let's start with our right arm. We're going to open our right arm out to the side. Keep your left shoulder blade heavy. Keep that left hip heavy. Feel how the weight kind of pulls you to the right. Don't let it. Bring your right arm back up and then go left out and up. So you should feel a little more core as you do this unilateral work, right? Your core has to work to keep your pelvis steady, to keep your ribs evenly weighted. Out, out, and up. Go one more each way. And then go left, reach, and up, holding when you're there. Now press through your heels, lift those hips up, stay. Now from here, same thing, arms. Harder to keep everything steady with those hips lifted, out, and in. We're gonna make it even harder in a second. And in, go one more left, out, press up, stay. Now press through your left heel a little more than you're pressing through your right, because you're gonna lift your right. So you can stay here if you want with just your heel lifted, a light touch with your right toes. If you want even more of a challenge, lift your right leg all the way up to tabletop. So stay right there. All we're gonna do is the same arm thing. Right arm opens out, way harder to stay steady, right? And then press up. And then left arm, open it out and press up. Keep those hips nice and even, out and up. Don't let that right hip drop, out and up. Ready? Both arms and hips, drop them low and then press everything up. Both arms wide, hips drop low. Exhale, press up. So if anyone feels their back, definitely bring your toes down. This is a great alternative. You can also just keep your arms down, whatever feels good. Really feeling that left glute as you press up. And up. 2 more. Inhale, out. Last one. Press up, hold at the top, lower your right foot down, toe ball heel. Roll all the way down to the mat, come through to neutral, take a breath. All right, we're gonna come back up again. So belly button to spine, press through your heels, lift those hips, hold up there, roll back down. So just finding that center point in your spine all the way back to neutral. And again, belly button in, press. Slow and controlled, right back down. Next time we're staying up. Belly button in, press through those heels, holding at the top. So feel your knees reaching away from the top of your head. Give a nice press through your right heel as you lift your left. So left heel lifts. Bring that left leg up if you want, or keep your toes down. Now just your right arm, open it out. And then press up. Just your left, out. And press up. Might be harder on this side. It's harder for me on this side. Feel those little imbalances in your body. Maybe you can't open your arms as wide as you could with your other leg up. That's okay. Just find that center point in your body. Think of your weight staying as even as you can on your shoulders. That right heel is really pressing through the mat. One more each way here. And if you feel your back, bring those left toes down. And up. Now from here, hips drop, arms open, and press. So remember, you're lowering in neutral, and you're lifting back up, you're still neutral. Inhale down, so not rolling here. Just lowering and lifting. 4 more, slow and controlled. 3, slow and controlled. 2, exhale. Last one. Lower those left toes down, toe ball heel, roll all the way down to the mat. It's gonna feel so good. Shoe flat, bring those arms down, and then hug those knees into your chest. Have a little roll around one way and the other there. Guys, and then let's come onto our sides. So let's come onto our left side first. So we'll lie on our left side. Let's have our heels underneath our sitting bones. If you have a band and you want to do this with a band, you can do it with a band. Totally up to you. I don't know if everyone at home has a band, but you can put a band around your thighs. All right. All we're going to do to start is just lift that top leg up. So as you lift, you want to keep your pelvis still. You want to keep your ribs nice and steady. Those left ribs are a little bit lifted. Shoulders are just relaxed. I like to have my hand on my hip to keep everything lined up, and then slow and control will lower back down. So you're lifting, you're working as you lift, right? So you're feeling that right outer glute. Your left outer glute is stabilizing. Abs are keeping your pelvis still. You're working as you lower. It's not that that is a break. It's work to lift all the way, and it's work to lower. Good. So go 8 more like this. Exhale as you lift. Feel those abs deepen that little bit, and slowly lower down. Exhaling up, slow and controlled back down. Each time you lift, think about that exhale, engaging those abs. There's a hummingbird. What a day, you guys. Oh my gosh. Every other day we've done this, it's been so miserable. What a treat. Last 2. And control. Remember, keep that glute working as you lower. Last one, go up and stay. So hold there. Keep that nice little bit of turn out. See if you can go turn out an extra inch. Little squeeze, tiny release. Little squeeze, tiny. The release should hardly feel like a release. You're going up and coming a tiny bit down. Up, tiny bit down. Go 5 like that. 5 more. 4, 3, squeeze, 2. Last one, squeeze up, stay there. Now knee down, foot comes up. Keep those hips still. And then foot down, knee up. Keep those hips still. Let's go down. And then down. Think about your left ribs a little bit and your torso. Is it all moving around, or are you able to keep everything still? And down. Go 5 more. Turn it in as much as you can. Turn it out as much as you can. In. Last 3. In and out. Go 2 more. And out. Last 1. In. Turn it out, and then lower that leg all the way down. Take a breath. You're going to reach your right leg all the way out. So if you have your band on, you might want to slip your top leg out for now. We're going to just reach that right leg all the way. So really lengthen. Think of your right toes reaching away from the top of your head. Let's bring our right arm up. If anyone wants a little extra arms, you can add a weight with this. Doesn't matter at all. So right arm reaching up, right toes reaching away. Take a nice breath here. We're going to reach your right arm overhead, lengthen even more. So not arching, not like side bending. You're just really finding length. So right fingertips reaching away from right toes, and then lift both up. So leg lifts just as high as you can keep your left ribs lifted, and then come back down. Exhale up. Inhale down. So you're lifting, your core is working, that right outer glute is working, lower back down. Go 5. Control. Go for 4. Control. Last 3. And down. Go for 2. And down. Keep reaching those right toes. Last one. Up and down. And then just bring your right arm up to the ceiling. Keep your right leg where it is. Toes are going to come down to the front edge of your mat, and then lift. Toes will come down to the back edge of your mat. So like you're making a rainbow with your right leg. Down and then up and down. Go for 6. Up and down. And 5. And your left hip is staying stuck on the mat there. Don't let your whole body move around. Left ribs are staying that little bit lifted. and down. Last two. And back. Last one. You feel those glutes, guys? And back. Those right glutes. And then stay at about hip height. You ready? We're going to go up at the front edge of the mat. Down and up at the back edge of your mat. Controlling the movement through your core, right? Don't let your pelvis move around with your leg. Up and up. Go 5 more. Control down and up. Control down and up. 3. Down and up. Abs deepen. Don't let those hips move. Last 2. And up. Last 1. And up. And then bend that leg all the way in. Okay. Right foot on top of your left knee. Give that right glute a little stretch out. Oh, good. That was good. Did you do that whole thing with the band on? Good for you. Oh. So stretching, try and stay neutral. So keep whether you're sitting up or on your back, keep your tail heavy as you pull your left leg in instead of just rounding everything. Take a few nice deep breaths. You're just like a little princess. Oh my gosh. Okay. Are we ready? We're going to come before we go to the other side. We're just going to come back to a little bit of abs. So just lie, direct abs anyway. Lie on your back, feet back to about hip distance apart. Nice neutral through your pelvis, back of your rib cage heavy. Really, really important. The back of your rib cage stays heavy. All right, palms face up. Lift your right heel and then lift your left heel and just stay there. So you should feel those low abs needing to connect a little bit when you lift your heels. Now from here, lift your right leg all the way. So knee above your hip and then left leg, knee above your hip. Okay, if anyone feels their back, press your low back down a little bit towards the mat. Bring your knees in closer to your chest. Find one of those options that's gonna work for you, all right? So from here, we're just gonna reach our right leg out. Nothing else in our body changes. So our left leg doesn't come in, and then bring that right leg back. Left leg reaches, have a little pause, and then slow, bring that leg back in. So it's work when you're extending the leg, it's work to hold, and then it's still work to pull in. It's not that we're just doing this, right? No way. Reach again, little pause, and back. Reach again, little pause, back in, and then reach your right leg out and stay. From here, open your right leg to this side, just a couple of inches, bring it back in, and then bend that leg. Now go left, reach out, open to the side, in, and back. Go right again, reach, in, all the way. Left, reach, out, squeeze in, and bend. One more right, reach, in, all the way, and then left, reach, out, in, and bend. Now lower your right toes down, lower your left, take a breath. Okay, now we're gonna add a little upper body. So hands back behind your head, tuck your chin, curl up. Sorry, did I do that, Tara? No. Keep your tail tipping away, keep those ribs tight around your center. Lift your right heel again, lift your left. Now lift your right leg again, lift your left leg. So you're in that nice curl forward. Your lowest ribs are nice and tight towards the top of your hip bones. Shoulder blades are just barely lifting off the mat. Remember, if you feel your back, press it down a little bit. Bring your knees closer to your chest. So from here, you're going to bring the soles of your feet together. Open your legs into a little diamond. Hold there. Make sure you haven't just done this. That makes it quite easy. Keep your knees away from you. And then bring those knees back together. So keep curling forward. Exhale as you open. And then inhale, back in. So out, your ribs stay tight around your center. Hold, and in. Do that again. Let's go out and in. Ready, one more. Let's go out and stay. From here, kick your right leg out to the side. Left hip is heavy. And then bring that right leg back in. You ready? Left. Exhale, kick it out. Hold. And inhale back in. So trying to keep your weight as even as you can on your hips. Try not to let those knees creep in too close because it really does make it easier. Right hip is heavy as your left leg reaches. And in. Left hip is heavy as your right leg reaches. Back in. Reach again. And back. Got one more each way. Exhale out. And back. One more left. Exhale out. Bring it in. Hold here. Curl your upper body up an extra inch. And back. Extra inch up. And back. Go for 5. Keep those feet lifting that little bit. Go for 4. 3 more. And back. Last 2 abs deepen. And back. Last 1. Legs together. Lower your right. Lower your left. Lower that upper body. Hug those knees in. Have a little roll around. Okay. And then roll on up. And we're going to come over to the other side. So if you started with your band on for the clamshells, pop your band back on. And we will come down to this position. So heels under your sitting bones. Keep those ribs stacked. Remember, your right rib should stay a little bit lifted off the mat, not here, but not there either. All right, and then your head is just heavy on your right arm. Just totally relax that. All right, so from here, lift your left up. So get as high as you can. Keep your hips still, and then slow and controlled as you lower. Lifting, hold, and then slowly lower back down. So your left hip wants to roll with your left leg. You're not gonna let it. It's almost like your left hip is rolling forward when your left leg goes back. Get up to the top, have a pause, especially if you have the band on. Make sure you're getting that pause because otherwise the band just snaps you back down, right? You've got to get that pause, control back down. So up, hold, and slow. 3 more. Hold and slow. Last 2. And slow. Last 1. Get to the top and then stay when you're up there. So go 1 extra little inch. Squeeze and down. Squeeze and down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Tiny little squeezes. Look, you're hardly moving. It's just, you want to keep that left glute engaged the whole time. You may feel your right stabilizing. That's all good. 4, 3, 2. Last 1 up. You ready? Knee down, foot up. And then foot down, knee up. So remember, that's medial rotation. Your knee is turning in and then your knee is turning out. Your pelvis is staying completely still as you do this. Don't let your hips move. In and out. And in and out. Good job, everybody. Go for 4, 3, and last 2. In and out. Last 1. In and out. And then lower all the way down. Take a breath. And then reach your left leg out. So reach toes away from the top of your head. Yeah, take your band off if you did it, if you took it off for this section. And then lift your left arm up. So now really reach your left fingertips away from your left toes. Really think length more than anything. Feel those waistlines and spine lengthening. And then come up. So you're going to go up here. Doesn't matter how high your left leg goes. Think stability. So reaching, find that length. Up. Reach. Go for 5 like that. Really reach and lift. 4 more. Reach and lift. 3. And up. Feel that left waistline staying long that whole time. Even when everything's up, it's still long, right? You're not just crunching in. You're ready? You got 1 more. You're going to lift up and then stay. Now from here, draw those rainbows. Keep your left fingertips reaching up. You're going to come down towards the front edge of your mat. Up and then down. So the height isn't the big deal, especially if you have a band on for this part, really get that width. So try and touch the front edge of your mat and then the back edge. Either way, the wider, with or without the band, the wider you go, the more of a challenge it is for your core, which is what I want. Going higher is challenging your glutes, so it's all good. Go for 3. And back and keep that arm up. Last 2, down and down. Last 1. And then reach, so really reaching through your toes. And you're gonna go up for you. Up and out. And up. 6 and up. Feel those pauses. Up, pause, down, pause. Pause and pause. Go for 4. And up. 3 more. And up. Last 2. Up. Hips are still. Last 1. Up. And up. And then come all the way in. And give that left glute a little stretch. So remember, try to stay neutral if you can. Keep your tailbone heavy as you pull your left leg in. Waistlines are long. Keep that right leg kind of pulling in to deepen your stretch. And take a few nice breaths there. And for one more nice deep breath, everybody. A little roll around. And then extend your legs straight out underneath you. So really reaching your toes away from the top of your head. Reach your arms straight up. So fingertips up towards the ceiling. Find that neutral. So again, you're not arching or tucking. You're just going to reach your arms up overhead. Your legs are right together. So feel those toes reaching. Arms reach. Now you're going to come into full roll up. So your arms are going to come up first. Then tuck your chin. And start rolling all the way up. So rolling, peeling your spine off the mat, 1 vertebra at a time. Reach out to your toes. Stack up tall. Hold when you're up there. Roll back. So belly button towards your spine as you roll all the way. Reach those arms back. Take a breath. Do that again. Tuck your chin. Keeping neutral as long as you can. Good. Reach out to those toes. Stack up. We're going to go back like this one more time all the way. Slow and controlled. Reach those arms. Now let's bend our right leg. So don't bend your leg in too close. You're going to come all the way up. Keep reaching those left toes as you roll up. You're keeping your right hip heavy, curling, curling, curling. Come into just a half roll back for this one. So now your arms come up and then that half roll back. Roll all the way. Holding there. Go one more on that side. So your chin all the way up. Lift those arms. Take a nice breath. And then slow and controlled rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep that left leg reaching. Arms reach. Bring your left leg in. Keep your right leg reaching. Same thing here. Keep that right hip heavy. Hold. And then slowly down. Arms. Roll, roll, roll. And reach. And back up one last time. Tucking that chin. Keep that right hip heavy. Keep reaching. Arms up. Take a breath. And then slow and controlled all the way down. All the way. Reach those arms up overhead. Try with both legs. So don't bend them in too close. It makes it much harder. Have them out a little further. Let's go for it. So tuck your chin. If it feels impossible, you can straighten your legs back out. Don't worry. Rolling all the way. Slow and controlled. Come into that half roll, arms up so your abs are still working here. Come down, slowly, 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 slowly. Very good. Reach those arms back overhead. Do one more like that. We're gonna stay at the top this time. So tucking all the way up. Stay in that little bit of a scoop. Now from here, you're gonna open your right arm to this side. Keep your weight even on your hips. bring it in, and then go left. And in, so not twisting. We are going to twist in a second, but not yet. Left. And in, go one more right. And in, one more left. Nice long spines, come all the way up to seated, take a breath. Now bring your hands behind your head. Now we're gonna add a little rotation. So the goal is to keep your weight as even as you can on your hips. Roll through your belly button, roll back, pulling your belly button in, holding back there. Take a breath. Now rotate your upper body to the right. Ribs twist, shoulders twist, hold, and back through center. Now go left. Hold, and back. Go right again. Exhale out, open your arms out. Bring them in, back to center, over to the left. Open those arms, bring them in, back to center. One more right, twist, open, in, and back. One more left, twist, open, in, back to center. Come all the way up to seated. Good job, everybody. Okay, let's come to a 4-point kneel. I think that should feel okay on these mats today. So hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and in neutral. So you're not here, you're not there. You have that nice flat back. Your ribs are tight around your center. Hip bones are square to the way you're looking. Now, even weight on your hands, but think of pressing away from the mat a little bit. So you don't want your shoulder blades to squeeze together like this. You don't need way up here in protraction. Again, it's just that kind of neutral shoulder. A little bit of pressure through your palms is going to be helpful for that. Now kick your right leg straight out on the mat. Keep your toes down. Stay there. So you may feel your weight has shifted to the left. Try to bring it back to center. So your left knee stays under your left hip. And then from there, lift your right leg. Really reach through your right toes. Reach the top of your head away from those toes. And then extend your left arm. So now left fingertips reaching away from your right toes. Tap down. And then lift up. Inhale down, exhale up. Go 4 more, slow and controlled, and up. 3. Each time you lift, you're deepening your core connection. So think of your belly button pulling towards your spine. 2. Last 1. Let's go up, stay there. Now bring your right knee in towards your chest, drop your tail. You're scooping your core up, rounding that spine. Bring your left arm back and then reach all the way out. Slow and controlled as you pull in. Look towards that right knee this time. Really round and reach. In and reach. 4 more. In and reach. 3. And out. Last 2. And out. Last 1. Reach out. Step that left hand in. Step that right knee in. Sit yourself back to a little shell stretch. You can give your wrists a little twist out. And then we'll come right back up. So we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So give those wrists a good shake. Everybody's wrists okay? Yeah? Okay. This is going to be the last little bit on our wrist, don't worry. So hands, again, under your shoulders. Make sure you're not retracting those shoulder blades or protracting. Knees under your hips. Nice long spine. Now kick your left leg straight out. Lift it up. Feel your right knee pressing into the mat. So you're staying straight up and down on that right side. Left elbow has that little tiny bend in it. And then extend that right arm. So from here, you're just going to tap down and lift. So thinking length, reaching right toes, or sorry, left toes away from your right fingertips. Inhale down. Exhale up. Slowly down. Inhale down and up. Go for 2. Abs deepen up. 1. Abs deepen up. Stay there. Now bring your left knee into your chest. Drop that tail. Scoop those abs. Bring that right arm back. Knee right into your chest. And then lengthen out. Really find that length. Slow and controlled in. 4 more. Slowly in. and reach. 3 more. Slow and reach. Last 2. And reach. Last 1. And reach. Right hand in, left knee in, and again, sit yourself back for a little shell stretch. Reach those arms forward, hips right on back.
Okay, guys. Okay, so we're gonna come down to our left elbow now. So actually, let's just start here. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Bring your left elbow down. So right hand. So most of your weight is across your left forearm. Left elbow should be approximately under your left shoulder. Okay? And your shoulders are pretty square. Even though your left shoulder is a little lower, try not to just totally twist everything. Knees under your hips, right? Your core is engaged, you're neutral. You're gonna kick your right leg straight out behind you. So really think length as you reach those toes back. And notice what happens in your body. Does anything kind of change when you reach that leg? Do your hips shift to the left? Try not to let them. You want to try to keep your left knee under your left hip. All right, so from here, you're gonna reach that right leg out behind you and lift up nice and high. So maybe a little higher than hip height because you're on this angle. Think about your core here. So your abs need to be engaged so you're not going into your lumbar spine. Now from here, you're gonna turn your right leg out. So your right knee points to the right side. Ready? We're almost ready to start. Now you're gonna bend your right knee into your right elbow. Doesn't matter how far in it comes. You wanna keep your waistlines long and then kick out nice and high. So pull it in, your right hip turns out slightly and then kick straight back out. Slow as you pull in. Think about those nice long waistlines and then kick out. So we're definitely working our right glute here, but we're really thinking about our left side. You want to keep your left knee under your left hip, and you'll really feel your left obliques, those side abs. Feel those? 3 more. Slow and reach. Last 2. Slow and reach. 1 more in. Slow and reach. Now stay there. Reach out through your toes. You're just going to drop those toes down and then lift them back up. Slow as you come down and then lift them back up. Keep that left elbow pressing into the mat. Keep that left knee pressing into the mat to keep those left obliques working. Go 4 and up. That right hip stays nice and high. So even as your leg comes down, you're driving that right hip up to the ceiling. Feeling that oppositional pull in your body. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Lift up, bend that leg in, sit all the way back. Again, give that wrist a little twist. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Last little bit on all fours here. Okay, so right elbow under your right shoulder. Right hand reaches across, so most of your weight is in your right forearm there. Hips are pretty square, neutral spine, not arching, not rocking back. Send that left leg straight out behind you. You'll automatically feel your weight wants to shift to the right. Bring it back to the left. So right knee under your right hip. Lift that left leg nice and high, so really reaching out through your toes, and then turn that leg out. All right, from here, left knee in towards your left elbow, and then kick straight out. So as this leg is bending in, your weight wants to shift to the right, for sure. Try to minimize the shift. Keep that right knee under your right hip. In and reach. Good. Slow in and reach. 4 more. Control. Nice long spines. Good job, you guys. 3. In. Last 2. In and reach. You ready? 1 more. In and reach. Stay there. Do a check. Is your right knee under your right hip? It should be. Now bring your toes down towards the mat. Left toes down. Left toes lift.
Inhale down. If anyone feels their back, just change your range of movement. You can just go really nice and small and still get the same effect. If not, challenge yourself to get that full movement. You're reaching your toes away from the top of your head as your leg is moving. You're also reaching your left hip up towards the ceiling as your left leg comes down, right? Oppositional pull in your body. Hip up as your toes come down. 2 more. Low and up. Last one. Control. And then bend that leg all the way in. Sit yourself back. Nice shell stretch. Lovely. And then bring those hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Let's do a little cat-cow. So drop your tail, scoop those abs round up. Have a nice little stretch there. And then come all the way out. So come through to neutral. Reach the top of your head away from your tail. Nice long spine here. And then do that again. Tuck. And then let's go all the way out. 2 more here. And then last one, all the way in. Back, and then let's keep our right leg out. So press through your right heel as you extend that right leg. And then do the same thing with your left. So left heel reaches away from the top of your head. From here, you're gonna tuck your chin, scoop those abs, press all the way back to an up stretch there. So heels as low as you can get them. Not very low if you have hamstrings like mine. And then bend those knees. Walk them out one at a time. Just enjoy that little bit of a stretch for the back lines of your legs. Keep those palms pressing into the mat. Your head is just nice and heavy, nice relaxed neck. And then drop both heels nice and low. Lift both heels nice and high. And then you're gonna bend those knees. So pull your knees down. Think of your hips kind of lifting up as you're bending your knees. You're not just dropping. Hips up, knees down, and then straighten your legs. Press yourself forward back into that plank. Hold when you're there, really lengthen that spine. Tuck your chin, scoop all the way back to that downward dog. Hold there, and then do that again. So pull your knees down, your hips are reaching up, and then straighten your legs back in that nice long line. Tuck your chin, scoop those abs all the way back. Go one more like that. Pull those knees down. Straighten out. Hold right there. And then scoop all the way and back. And then let's bring that right leg in between your hands. Drop your left knee. That feels good. And hang for a little stretch. Give that left hip flexor a little stretch out there. Nice couple of deep breaths for that hip. Feel good, guys? And then you can just come down, turn that right leg out and come for a little hip opener on that right side, as far as that feels good. Then you can walk your hands down, yeah, as far as it feels good. Walk those hands back in, curl those left toes under, step that right leg back, step your left in, and go through those couple here too. Then you can turn that left leg out. you ready? Walk those hands back under your shoulders. Drop those right toes under, curl those right toes under. Step those left toes under, and then tuck your chin. Scoop around yourself right back. Drop those heels low. And then walk those hands into your feet. Right, left, right, left. Weight back into your heels. Hang in a nice forward fold. Give those shoulders a roll out. Give your head a little rock back and forth. And then just press through your heels. You'll roll all the way up.
Lovely, everybody. Thank you so much. Namaste. Oh.
Nice work, guys. Hillary, Rob, and Janet. You guys, I'm impressed. My loyalists. Thanks for coming, everybody. I hope that was better than last week. I will see you next week. So nice to see you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah, Hillary is. I don't know if Hillary's in Arizona. I don't see her. Hi, Robin. Hillary doesn't have her camera on, but there's speculation you're in Arizona. That would be, be very impressed if you're doing this from Arizona, Hillary. Oh, Hillary, I'm proud. That's amazing. Have a nice week, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.